reporting for SRS Rocco a forecast and update on precious metals for the year 2019. As I record this in the middle of January 2019, we're living in incredibly interesting times. For those that don't know me, I started this company 43 years ago in March. Remember, in the gold business, you could only start selling gold in 1972. I started my company 1976, so it was only 4 years. So when you say I'm an old timer in this business, I literally am an old timer in this business. I've enjoyed working with people from all over the world at very, very low markups, no charges to sell on the back end, the lowest storage fees in the world. I've worked and built my reputation where I can do things like that nobody else can say. So in starting, let me say that expect volatility in the coming year. 2018 was a very interesting year. All of the stock indexes were down. The Dow 5.9, NASDAQ 4.2, S&P 6.57. Gold was down 1.85%. The bond market was down. The only major thing were our clients that had palladium. Palladium ran up and is still running. Was up for the year 18.5%. And for those that started listening to me early, y'all have profited and may still be profiting from that because palladium has even gone another 5% higher in the first month of 2019. But what I'm reporting to you is I am giving a buy signal on platinum. Platinum and palladium both are used in catalytic converter for the clean air in automobile exhaust systems. And I remember giving a buy signal in palladium one time at 199 an ounce. It went to 1,000, while platinum set at 300. Then as soon as the car manufacturers changed, because either one of these could be used, but they have a different melting point, so you got to change the manufacturing capabilities. But the point is this, platinum then went from 300 to 2,000. Many of our clients participated in that. And now platinum's down to 800. It's dropped 60%, while palladium's gone up to 1,350 to 1,400 from 199. Now we see them getting ready, in our opinion, to change again, and you're going to see palladium pop anytime now, and platinum comes to buy in the 800s, and we do expect it to go back near 2,000 an ounce where it's already been. So if you don't have platinum in your portfolio, you need to call, and we'll even talk to you about smart glass in the new telephones, digital TVs, and most of all, electrical cars are going to have a tremendous demand for both silver and some in platinum. But this is for the glass, so not the catalytic converter in a electric car. But anyway, these things are changing, and you need to take a position in those because they're going to go way up. We also feel this is going to be another volatile year for stocks, and that gold is going to way outperform stocks as it did this past year by over 3.5%. We think this year will even be a bigger gap if you're owning gold compared to owning any of the three major stock indexes. But certainly we're not telling you to sell all your stocks. Keep an asset allocation. You keep part in there. But we do think gold is going to have a big year. Let me tell you, central banks are buying gold. You're the one that doesn't know what's going on. Look, every month we see Russia and China adding to their gold reserves. What do they know that you don't know? They know that the problems of fiat currency, money by decree, printing money out of thin air, and the trillions of dollars of derivatives are going to come down. There were articles yesterday in New York about some of the major stock brokerage firms and banks are going to be over 2% off on their derivatives, and it's going to wipe out their whole derivative accounts. And yet people sit there and keep thinking these $70 trillion of derivatives, which is mirage. They're not real. Unless you're the first person to cash them in, you don't get the market value. but just realize that there will probably be major derivative problems during 2019. And gold will be part of the answer. Some people think there'll be a reset this year, that Trump will have to reset it because the debt's out of control. If the government didn't get going again soon, we're going to see the deficits that are currently running 110 billion per month since September 30th. 100. So we're going to have another $1 trillion plus deficit, just like we've had under Obama for 8 years. We're now going to have 300 Trump. Nothing changes. And if tax revenues keep going down due to these strike problems, we're going to see the deficits even skyrocket higher. So buy gold, get into gold. Gold is not going to be confiscated. But if you want to talk about European gold instead, or if you want to talk about U.S. gold pre-1933, we have the best prices for that product too. So, we don't believe that rare coins is the best place to be, but we sell a lot of them because we have people that do believe that gold will be confiscated again. But I would certainly like to have that discussion with you before you made a major decision on your portfolio, because unfortunately I've seen about everything you can see in this industry over my 43 years of doing this. So let's talk. You can always reach me at 800-247-2812. That's 800-247-2812. And you can talk to Dan. He's been with me nearly 25 years. Kathleen's been with me 8 years. And we can fill you in. If you're interested in a self-directed precious metals IRA, we can also help you there by being your broker and representative. We cannot be your custodian, but we can direct you to some good custodians that we work with and explain how all that process works. It's probably the fastest growing part of our business. People are taking part of their IRAs traditional and putting into precious metals, self-directed precious metals IRAs. So this continues to be a huge part of our growth in our company, is people moving and taking part of their traditional IRAs and putting into a special self-directed precious metals IRA. Now, we've talked about palladium topping. We think you should be in platinum. We think you should be in gold. And the last one we'll talk about is silver. Silver had a terrible year last year. It went down 9.27%, but it got below mining cost. In doing this all the years I have, I've only seen silver below mining cost 3 times. We'll soon have the numbers, but the numbers through September 30th for the 10 top mining companies was about $15.40, and it got all the way down to 14. It's now around 15.65, so it's slightly above mining cost. But the uptick in silver this year may be, you can make an argument that platinum will be the best metal for the year. You can make an argument that gold could be, or certainly silver, because it's so affordable and its downside risk is almost nothing. So silver is a great place to have part, plus it can suffice as a marketing, and you can use it to barter with. And if things get really bad, that some people think this economy will. We're seeing some real experts. If you haven't read Steve's on SRS Rocco, if you haven't read his last 2 reports that are still on the web about the stock market, you should read both of them after listening to this, because I see a lot of the same things that Steve St. Angelo sees coming for the next 12 months. So hopefully you'll have a chance to look at that. So once again, just call us. We're going to talk about the rare coins, the U.S. gold pre-33, self-directed precious metals IRA, the lowest storage fees in the world. Our markups are 3% and below, depending on what you're buying. We pay all the postage and insurance to you. We charge no back-end fee that nobody else I know in the industry. So you really have the lowest price of going and coming. So we would love to talk to you and answer your questions, because really now is the time to diversify. Whether you put 10 to 50% of your portfolio into it, that's not me to tell you what to do. It's me is to give you the best deal, bring you the best options. And we also deal with many wholesalers, so we always have special products that we can sell you below market, sometimes 1 to 3% below. We've got some French coins right now that we can sell you at about 2.5 or 3% below normal price. So hopefully you can get in touch with us once again at 800-247-2812. It's 800-247-2812 to discuss anything we've talked about today. With this update, this is Tom Cloud signing out.